What if I told you there's a family in Switzerland so rich they've been controlling banks for generations? Their name is tied to old money, power, and influence that shapes the global economy. Stay tuned, because you won't believe what we uncovered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick with us till the end. And to kick off on our list of richest old money families in Switzerland is number 1. The Escher family. Alfred Escher was one of the most important Zurich personalities with regard to economic policies in the 19th century, but his ideas, energy, and enterprise was what made him stand out. Talking about his influence, Escher's life did not only benefit Zurich, but cut across the whole of Switzerland. One out of his immense contributions was to the Swiss railway network, which was competently extended and connected to Europe's traffic routes. He also took into his own hands the foundation of important institutions of the financial, insurance, and educational systems. And for the records, no other Swiss politician in the 19th century could be said to have left such a strong mark on the country as Alfred Escher. As a promoter and organizer, he built landmark projects like the Gotthard Railroad, the Northeast Railway, the Swiss Credit Bank, now known as Credit Suisse, and the Swiss Pension Bank, renamed Swiss Life. He was also one of the chief founders of the ETH Zurich, and up till now, his merits for Zurich and all of Switzerland remain undisputable. Number 2. Hottinger Family. Since the 18th century, the Hottinger family has been a modernizing force developing trading links, banking, and capital markets in Europe and the New World. This family has a very deep history in Zurich, as their roots go back to the 15th century when Jean Conrad Hottinger founded a banking establishment in 1786. According to their official website, Jean has over 3 decades of experience in finance, M&A, and wealth management, and he's associated with the modern-day Hottinger wealth management firm. The Hottinger brand has a network that reaches far beyond Switzerland to other financial centers, including Paris, London, and Luxembourg. Despite the closure of their historical bank in 2015, the Hottinger dynasty maintains a presence in the financial sector, as members of the Hottinger dynasty continue to be involved in finance and wealth management through various entities, upholding their legacy of independence in the financial world. Their story is one of a family that has continuously adapted and evolved, remaining involved in the financial sector even after major organizational shifts. Number 3. The Safra family. The Safra family is known for its banking origins, which dates back to the Ottoman Empire, where they initially made their fortune by financing trade caravans between the empire's major cities. Although their family history began in Syria, the family is more strongly associated with Brazil and other countries where they have banking interests. The family patriarch, Joseph Safra, built a vast banking empire and was considered one of the richest bankers in the world, and their banking operations have had a long history in Geneva and other parts of Switzerland. Known for their ability to calculate and exchange large sums of money mentally, the Safras became successful and founded their first bank, Safra Frères Essier, in 1840. The family's reputation for being highly selective yet dedicated financiers led to the establishment of new offices in Istanbul, Beirut, and Alexandria, further enhancing their international reputation. Born in 1891, Joseph Safra quickly gained a reputation as a talented banker. After the collapse of the Ottoman Empire in 1922, Jacob moved to Beirut and founded Banco Jacob E. Safra in 1929. The bank became a cornerstone of Beirut's thriving Sephardic Jewish community. Jacob Safra handled the business and personal finances of Lebanon and Syria's wealthy Jews with utmost care and discretion. The family name Safra means gold in Arabic, reflecting their financial expertise. Number 4. The von Graffenried family. The von Graffenried family is a prominent old money family in Switzerland, recognized for their long history and involvement in business, particularly through private bank von Graffenried AG, and as a traditional family business with a focus on wealth management and succession planning. As reported by Switzerland FBN, the family actively engages in sharing their experiences in maintaining wealth and values across generations. And to their credit, they have successfully managed a family business through generations and have demonstrated effective strategies for maintaining and growing their wealth over time. This family is not just one of the richest old money families in Switzerland, but their emphasis on nurturing a culture of trust, open communication, and continuous conversation to transmit their core values across generations has made them so special. The family has achieved steady growth by keeping it simple and focusing on these fundamental aspects of their operations. The von Graffenried family today crops up the most in connection with private banking, real estate, and publishing. Number 5. The Hoffmann family. When most people think of powerful families in Switzerland, their minds may wander to private banks or secretive watchmakers, but tucked behind behind the Alps is a family dynasty that has amassed one of the greatest pharmaceutical fortunes in history while remaining largely out of the spotlight. Welcome to the world of the Hoffmann Odier family, one of Switzerland's richest dynasties and the secretive force behind Roche, one of the largest healthcare companies in the world. The Hoffmann story began with Fritz Hoffmann La Roche, who founded the pharmaceutical company Roche in Basel, Switzerland in 1896. His vision was revolutionary at that time, and instead of simply compounding medicines on demand like most pharmacists, he believed in producing standardized, branded medications at scale. Today, Hoffmann La Roche AG is a global titan, with operations in over 100 countries and revenues topping $70 billion annually. Best known for its leadership in oncology, immunology, and diagnostics, Roche has developed treatments for cancer, HIV, hepatitis, and autoimmune diseases, and played a vital role in producing COVID-19 diagnostic tools during the pandemic. Despite being publicly traded, Roche is anything but ordinary on the inside. The Hoffmann Odier family controls over 50% of the company's voting shares through a tight-knit foundation and holding structure. This effectively gives the family veto power over all major decisions and mergers, making Roche one of the most privately controlled public companies in the world. Number 6. The Liebherr family. Liebherr family is a wealthy, prominent, and long-standing industrial family in Switzerland, operating the global Liebherr Group, a major manufacturer of construction machines and other heavy equipment. While not always ranked among the wealthiest individuals in Switzerland due to the business's private, family-controlled structure, the family's substantial and enduring influence in the heavy industry sector makes them a highly significant and rich old money family. Liebherr is not only an independent, family-run company founded by Hans Liebherr, it is a company managed jointly by the second and third generations of the Liebherr family, ensuring continuity and a focus on long-term success and stability. The Liebherr Group is a multinational corporation known for its heavy machinery, including construction cranes, excavators, and refrigeration equipment. Switzerland is known for its financial discretion, and the Liebherr family's private ownership and management structure align with this cultural trait of prominent families. The family's management philosophy emphasizes stability, sustainable development, and long-term success rather than quick profits. Number 7. The Wertheimer family. Meet the Wertheimers, the secretive brothers behind Chanel, known as fashion's quietest billionaires. French businessmen Alain and Gérard owned vineyards, breed racehorses, and hired Karl Lagerfeld. Alain Wertheimer and his brother Gérard may not be household names, but these two businessmen born in France are together worth $94 billion. But how were they able to amass such great wealth? Their wealth stems from a decision made in 1925, when their grandfather Pierre Wertheimer and his brother Paul struck a deal with Gabrielle Coco Chanel, who was already famous for her successful fashion business. Together, they founded Société des Parfums Chanel with the aim of selling and producing Chanel beauty products. Chanel herself also saw it as an opportunity to get her signature fragrance, Chanel No. 5, into the hands of more customers. And today, the two brothers own the whole empire, as well as owning 3 vineyards in France and California's Napa Valley, and breed racehorses. Prior to then, the fragrance had only been available to exclusive clientele at Chanel's Paris boutiques. Today, Chanel perfumes and fashion are available worldwide and are among the most recognizable of all brands. Number 8. The Ernesto Bertarelli family. Ernesto Bertarelli is a Swiss entrepreneur, also active in the fields of sport and philanthropy. Born in Rome in 1965, his family moved to Switzerland in 1977, where he now lives. He graduated from Babson College in 1989 and earned an MBA at Harvard Business School in 1993. The Bertarelli name is most closely associated with the global biotechnology firm Serono, S.A., which was grown over the course of 3 generations of the family. Ernesto Bertarelli inherited biotech giant Serono, maker of the multiple sclerosis drug Rebif, following his father's death in 1998. In that same year, Ernesto and his family established the Bertarelli Foundation to manage their charitable giving and philanthropic projects. The foundation's focus was initially healthcare and life sciences, but in recent years it has expanded to include a number of other fields, in particular marine conservation, education, and culture. With his sister Donna, Ernesto expanded the biotech firm company to $2.4 billion in revenues before selling it to Merck for over $13 billion in 2007. Ernesto's current business interests include the B-Flexion Group of asset management and life science investment businesses. He also owns the super yacht Vava 2. Number 9. The Pictet family. When talking about a century-old family business, one would probably think of Kikkoman of Japan, the German automobile maker BMW, French fashion house Hermes, but in the financial industry, there is also an enduring atypical family business, Pictet. Founded in 1805, Pictet is one of the family businesses with the longest history in the world. It is a member of the Henochians, an association whose membership is based on company longevity with a minimum period of existence of 200 years. With its unique partnership model, commitment to a long-term perspective, and a focus on wealth and asset management, Pictet has maintained growth despite wars, political upheavals, and economic crises, and remains one of the longest-standing family businesses. Since the 1950s, Pictet has been expanding its clientele from HNWIS to institutional investors like pension funds. And since the 1980s, it has enlarged its business footprint from Europe and US to Asia, setting foot in Tokyo, Singapore, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and more. After 217 years, Pictet is now the third largest wealth and asset management firm in Switzerland, with 30 offices and over 5,000 employees worldwide. As of the end of March 2022, Pictet's assets under management and custody reached $726 billion. And finally, on our list of richest old money families in Switzerland is number 10, the Lombard Odier family. The Lombard family arrived in Geneva in 1573 from Tortorella, Kingdom of Naples, fleeing religious persecution under Viceroy Antoine Perrenot de Granvelle. The two sons of Theodoro Lombardi, César and Marc-Antoine Lombard, performed dressage and were involved in the horse trade. They received the title of Burgesses of Geneva in 1589 for their services in the fight against the Duke of Savoy. Jean-Gédéon Lombard, a sixth-generation descendant of César Lombard, became associated with the bank Hensch, Lombard & C. in 1798, marking the entry of the Lombard family into the field of Genevan banking. Since 2014, the bank has held the status of limited liability company. The Lombard Odier Group is a legal holding company under Swiss law, bearing the name Lombard Odier Company SCMA since 2016. This holding company owns all firms belonging to the group, most notably the bank Lombard Odier and CSA, and Lombard Odier Asset Management Limited in London, which forms the asset management branch of the group. Lombard Odier Investment Managers is the name the group is known for in the international field of asset management. Outside of Switzerland, the group has branches in Europe, the Americas, Asia, and the Middle East, including its network of collaborators. The group has around 2,720 employees worldwide in 2022. In 2022, the bank had total client assets of 296 billion Swiss francs, which makes it one of the biggest players in the Swiss private banking sector. And that's it on the richest old money families in Switzerland. Was there any surprise in the list? Drop it in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed the ride, and subscribe for more wild luxury stories from the world of sports and celebrity. Until next time, live legendary.